This last year has been very difficult for us. Throughout this event, we've tried to avoid using the age-old terms of pandemic and the virus and the lockdowns, but it has also hurt us really close to home. This year, the pandemic has taken away from us one of our most active and vociferous academic members of SODACON2021 sir of Team OSIV. After the loss of one of our oldest friends and mentors, Dan Cohn, last year, Gurkivi's passing was also a big shock for us. And all I can say is may their souls rest in peace and hope they're smiling on us from wherever they are. We have with us one of his students, Joy, who wants to say a few words. Joy, over to you.
So I would say that Gurkivi sir was always very cheerful, and the clip we shared, there are two things in that clip. First is his priority for his work, as he was very passionate with his work. And second is he loved his kid. So we have put those two photos of in his memory. Thank you.
Shruti, can we have the clip, please? Thank you very much. May their souls rest in peace. Dan and Gurkivi in one photo. And we have his prodigies, his students with us here from Team OSIV today. And the next session is all about how SODA is going to take it forward. So SODA is all about collaboration. And we look forward to having new members join us. We have many students and young contributors who are interested in learning and implementing their learnings in their careers. Let us now talk to a few of their contributors, few of the new contributors to SODA with us today. We have Joy, Rahul, and Hari, who are students, and Shiva, who is a production engineer at Layer 5. Running this panel is with us our old friend Noel McLaughlin. He's a SODA maintainer, he's a SODA architecture workgroup member, and also works at GBE Technologies. Over to you, Noel.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Nice to be here. And yeah, I'm a contributor to the SODA Foundation, and it's really interesting. I see some names, familiar names here: Rahul, Joy, Harry, Shiva. We don't get to meet that much, so we should probably have a conference more often. We can have some panels together and see our faces and see what we're doing. But yeah, we want to share what we've been doing with the SODA Foundation and how we became involved in this, why we're involved, and really what we hope to produce in the future, and I suppose, like, you know, what's our future desires. I'll just share a slide here. Each one of us has just prepared a slide where we kind of talk about a few pointers, what we've been working on. So, hello everybody. Hi Rahul.
Hi Noel.
Hi Joy.
Hello.
Hi Shinvei.
Hi Noel.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Yeah. So yeah, we're all new contributors, and let's share our experience. Firstly, to start off with myself, my name's Noel McLaughlin. I work with a company called GBE Technologies. They're based in Ireland. That's where I live and work. And I work at SODA Foundation in my own time. I'm I suppose an enthusiastic open source contributor. I've been contributing to GitHub from about 2017, and I heard about a project called OpenSCS. OpenSCS was Open Software Defined Storage, about 2017, 2018. And I was kind of interested in storage because when I worked at previous companies, storage management and how we manage storage, it was always very complicated. And it was something that every company I worked with, they really struggled. How can we manage storage really, really well? We have different types of storage for different uses. We have different technologies. How can we manage them in a kind of unified way? So that really is why I joined the OpenSCS project. I raised an issue just suggesting some feature, and they said, yeah, why don't you contribute to it? And I said, yeah, maybe I could. So I joined in then as a maintainer on the SODA installer. And more recently this year, I joined the architecture team where we meet maybe once a month to discuss different initiatives and projects and different feature requests. And then I also joined the outreach team, which we meet monthly as well, just to discuss about how to collaborate more with other organizations in open source. Why has this helped me? I mean, again, I joined GitHub in 2017 because I wanted to work in open source. And that's really why I'm involved. I think open source has changed the world. And it is really where all the innovation is happening. So if I want to be an innovative engineer, I feel I have to work in open source. And the communities I picked was SourceStack Formulas, where I work in, and Soda Foundation, which is this one. And it reminds me that community is important and encourages me to mentor and be mentored. And yeah, I mean, it can be difficult, I suppose. In my case, I'm not doing it as part of my day job. So I do it in the evenings, have some time and make contributions. So I think, yeah, if you want to learn open source, I think that's why I'm involved. We'll hear from the others in a minute. It's a good community to join and figure out, how do I contribute to open source? Because we're following an open source philosophy. All our software is free under the Apache 2.0 license. None of us are experts in how to be open source engineers, but definitely it's a really good place to start and contribute to incremental learning. You just learn incrementally, contribute an issue, work on that issue, raise a pull request, and we'll help you and nobody will judge you. And it's a really good place to start. I'm going to hand over now to Joy. Joy's a fantastic contributor to the Soda Foundation, and she can give us some information on what she does.
Yeah, thanks, Noel. So my journey started with my team and my mentor when we met Sanil sir and Soda team at KubeCon 2020, which was in Delhi. And soon after that, in March, we started attending community meetings and we started to brainstorm new ideas. Few enhancement efforts we discussed. And first thing we did was home lab setup. And till date, we have all the things we did at that time running in our in-house setup. So it's great. And we did few documentation and testing of few tools in Soda. So what happens is for the students to come into open source, they have few uh, hiccups, but we believe that students should as the pandemic is going on, so they don't have any reasons of busy timetables. So this is the best time to join in the community, and community. All the mentors, they arrange mentoring sessions where they discuss and lead us to the tools, and they give us the knowledge. The knowledge transfer is great, so we can reach them out on Slack and the forum. So with my team in future, we believe that there is a lot of enhancement which is happening in the storage stack. So we want to contribute a workflow contract plane. So it will have certain guarantees like GDPR and off-chain storage. So we are very thrilled to work on it, and we're looking forward to have our discussions with the members of community. Thank you.
Very interesting. Thank you. Sorry. Shinvei, how did you get involved? What are you doing here?
Yeah, thank you so much, Noel. Yeah, and I'm really super excited to be here presenting about my experience as a new contributor to Soda Foundation. So my experience actually goes all the way back to 2019 when I was attending the Linux Foundation Open Source Summit in France in 2019. And that is when I got to meet the entire team of Soda Foundation and got to know about the projects. During that time, even I was in my final year of college, and I was, just starting out with open source. And the overall impact that I felt the Soda Foundation was creating in the space of cloud native and in the space of data telemetry, data automation was really wonderful, and I instantly, just got really excited about the project. And since then, I have sort of like been under different kind of roles. Of course, one of them being trying to advocate as much as possible about the Soda Foundation. So I was one of the staff booth members at the Kubernetes Forum India and also KubeCon EU 2020 virtual, and have been sort of contributing in increasing the outreach by talking more and more about the Soda Foundation and its products, at least in different kind of student chapters across different colleges. And I've been contributing to the Soda API, and I've been involved with and the analysis of some of the competitor products that are there in for some of the tools that are being used in Soda Foundation. And I feel that at least, as I've already mentioned, that Soda Foundation really helped me to teach a lot of different concepts, including telemetry, data management across cloud, and of course, the project that I really love is the multi-cloud platform. And these would have not been possible if I would not have been part of the Soda Foundation, because the single mantra for Soda Foundation is that you learn and you grow with others, and that is probably the best kind of model when it comes for learning. So whether you are like a very seasoned pro in terms of work experience, or you're a student, everyone is treated equally over here. And if you're coming in as a new joinee, then you will be mentored by very experienced people, and they're the most fun to work with and also really kind, so you can ask any questions. And the kind of mentorship that you can get over here at Soda Foundation, not just on contributing to the Soda projects, but also on languages like Golang, TypeScript, which are the main languages being used for the projects. You can learn a lot at Soda. So definitely a really great place to get started with your open source journey, because again, the community is really inclusive. And the message that I would probably just give to others who are joining in for the first time, who are students, to definitely join the community Slack, because the community meetups that we have, you'll first of all learn how open source meetups work. You can get help from different types of mentors across different projects, or even if you just want to get started into how to, let's say, even just learn GitHub, you can even get that kind of mentorships over here at the Soda Foundation. So I just want to say that I'm really lucky to have been in touch with them, and I just want to advocate more about the project and of course contribute in more ways possible. And I hope that everyone else are also able to join, because we are very inclusive and everyone is welcome to come and contribute.
Okay, thank you, Shinvei. I mean, that's a really good point. You could join our community. It can be quite overwhelming to join a large community like Soda and say, how can I contribute? But really what you can do is join and just say, if somebody asks you, why are you here to join? And say, I'm here to learn GitHub. And that is enough reason to be here. And you can learn GitHub. You can I'm here to learn an issue. I want to raise a pull request, and we'll talk you through that. And then over time, you can incrementally learn about the products and the features and different parts and components of Soda Foundation. But Harry, wakey, Harry. How are you?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Can you give us some background on how you got involved in this foundation, Soda Foundation?
Yes, sure. So I got to learn about Soda Foundation through college. So actually, Sanil sir was an alumnus from our college, so that is how I came to know about Soda. So at the time, I had no experience with Go language, and based on some articles, that was a very good language to learn and enter into this cloud era. So I thought I could start contributing to Soda projects and gain some experience in building Go language applications. So actually the Soda community is very helpful and friendly. And even though I didn't know anything about Go, they recommended me some Udemy courses. And I actually ended up doing a 3-course series on Coursera with the title Programming with Google Go. So if any of you are looking to start learning Go and know nothing about it, that is a very good course. I think anyone can complete it in 1 month or so. So it starts with the basics and goes all the way to point receivers and channels, etc. So after that, I tried to contribute to SODA, and I did have some problems with that. I'll talk about it. So I was at the time using Fedora Linux distribution, and the official documents recommended a particular version of Ubuntu. I think it is 18.04. So I thought that it would be very cool if I could start contributing right away from my Fedora distribution rather than using a virtual machine. So that turned out to be a problem because all these dependencies, there are so many dependencies, and especially the Ansible versions are was very different, and I did have some trouble getting started just for installing as well. So that got me demotivated for a while, and then there were exams at college, and I let it drift away for a while. Then I actually tried again, this time with an virtual machine using a Ubuntu 18.04, and this time it just took me 30 minutes or so. So my advice is that if you are just starting, I think that it is better to stick with the officially recommended setup environments. Otherwise, there will be many problems, and we could search each and every problem, but the dependencies are many problems. For beginners like us, it would be much better to start with the official recommended setup, and then incrementally, as I said earlier, work on that. So, so one thing is that the foundation was renamed from OpenSDS to SODA Foundation. So there is a there are a couple of places where the old name is used. So there are very beginner friendly issues where the only problem is that we need to rename from the old OpenSDS to SODA Foundation. I started with one such an issue. So if you are just beginning, just message in Slack, and the committee will help you with one such issue. Those issues are very easy, and you can get started very soon. And I am planning to make some contributions to multi-cloud, and I am also planning to make the installer work with my distribution, that is Fedora. So that is for a later time. But
Okay.
that is the plan.
Okay, that's brilliant, Harry. And I guess as well, like if anyone wants to join a community, and maybe the community is not exactly doing what you're doing, you get into the community and you influence them. You say, I would like to support Fedora, and that's a developer kind of requirement. Yeah, let's do that. Let's support that, and everyone should be flexible about that. Communities about taking in new ideas.
Yeah, actually, I talked about it to Ashit sir, and he was very supportive of that. So when I feel confident, I will discuss more and maybe start working on that some later.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Rahul, can you fill in the blanks, please?
Yeah. So hi everyone. Thank you for joining here, and thank you Soda for giving me this opportunity to speak at this play. So I'm Rahul, and I'm also from Team OSIP, as I was working with Gurkivi sir already. So we met Soda at KubeCon 2019. So there we met Sanil sir. He really gave us time and efforts to understand us what's OpenSDS, and yeah, sir got to know like OpenSDS. He knew about it. So Sanil sir explained us about Soda, and from there we started joining the community meetings and all. So after that, even we contributed to home lab setup. So what we did, we tried Soda on Kubernetes, and taking the SAF on Kubernetes via Soda. So we created home lab setup, and if we did create pull request, that is under process. And even if we say like GitHub actions also, I contributed to that to automate the CI/CD pipelines. So like Soda just introduced me to the open source world, and that was really great. So like I want to say about to everyone, like join, go ahead and pick an issue. If if you want to contribute to open source, it's really simple. It's not that a big hurdle. So that's all.
Okay. And Rahul, did you contribute to documentation for the home lab? That would be a nice
Yeah,
piece
yeah.
of documentation. Yep.
Yes.
You did, yeah? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, so that's really interesting. So everyone's kind of, I suppose, tentatively joined in and trying to figure out how best to move along in the community. And that's my experience as well. Like, people are very friendly, and there's definitely a lot of issues to take on. And I think the best way to take an issue is just take it yourself, own it, and work incrementally on that issue. There's nobody watching saying, "Hey, that's my issue," The community is very open, and actually we need contributors to that who can come in and take a backlog. So in GitHub, you will see, in GitHub we'll have some code. This is typical open source. We'll have some issues and some pull requests. And the number of issues is always greater than the number of pull requests in a lot of open source projects. And the way we can solve that is have more people join in. They can look at the issues and go through and say, yeah, I can try that one, I can do that one, and they can work through that issue and raise a pull request, and the pull request gets merged, your code gets in, and then the issue gets closed. And we reduce the number of issues in an open source project. So we operate the same model here in, I guess, Soda Foundation. There's a lot of Linux Foundation, Kubernetes projects. It's just, in the Soda Foundation, you will get heard easier because there's less. If you join Kubernetes project, it's probably 10,000 people involved in that. You're not going to get heard. You're not going to be treated as an individual. But here you will be, because we're a more focused group. Yeah. So that's all I have. Shinvei, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, sure. So as you just mentioned, Noel, just one thing that I just wanted to share was, as compared to other larger open source organizations where, for example, if we talk about the Kubernetes project and if we look at the CNCF landscape, because these projects are so big, and if you are a new contributor, yes, you will get guidance, but the benefit of actually joining a smaller and a more focused and inclusive community is that you get to really interact with a lot of different people, and everyone is super responsive, and you can truly learn a lot more, and that is what makes Soda Foundation like that much better, because it's very focused towards cloud, and everyone is sharing the same kind of passion, and everyone is being treated the same way. So the amount of learnings that you can get from joining such kind of communities is really a lot. So that's what I wanted to add.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And Joy, have you enjoyed your experience being in this group? Have you found you're able to contribute in a good way?
Yeah, actually, when students come in any open source, it's more about their evolution which takes place. So in last year, we started with a little knowledge of it, and then it enhanced. So we did all the setups of Kubernetes, VMware, ESXi. We did all that. We learned about object storage. We were able to set it up. So in baby steps, we were able to achieve a lot. And I thank the community for giving this platform where we can learn and have a knowledge transfer. And they're quite open to suggestions. So it's quite cool to have brainstorming sessions with them.
Yeah. And does it help your career? Are you picking up skills that you can transfer into other projects and situations?
That definitely it adds up to your, CV, and you learn. You have that knowledge transfer which you won't get in any college. So coming into a community where people are quite open to share the knowledge, it's great.
Yeah, okay, I agree. I think open source is changing the world, definitely. And Harry, how about you? You talked about some of the problems you had. what was the good parts of being in SODA?
Yeah, of course, the community is very welcoming. So at a project of such scale, we might think that we need to know something to get started, right? So that's actually a misconception, especially in case of SODA, which I can guarantee anyone of any skill level can start contributing, whether it is documentation or code. So they will even recommend courses to get started with. So yeah, to start contributions, just tell that I want to contribute in the Slack channel, and someone will pick you up and guide you through it.
Okay. All right. That's brilliant, guys. It was really interesting to hear your stories. And Anveet, we're finished now. We've really went through all the topics. Do you have any questions for us, Anveet?
So I just like to add something on the last point, which you asked Joy as well. Like, how does it help in your career? So I remember when I was a student, or maybe at the point in my career where they are right now, we did not have this kind of exposure to the open source world, or for that matter, the community of any project. And I feel the current crop of students and people coming into the open source world are making lots of hay while the open source sun is shining, and making sure that they are getting to know the technology that probably some of us have learned after 10, 15 years on the job. So something like that happening right now, that's another way of saying, if you look at the way technology is growing, like imagine something that we've taken about 10 years to understand. Somebody starts there at 10, and then from there, where do you expect them to go, and the kind of innovation that you can expect from that. So
yeah, exactly.
So I'm really, really glad to see and hear different kinds of experiences. Like there are good experiences, there are bad experiences everywhere, yes. But I believe how it can be sorted out is, as a community, we discuss, we talk, we share, and we rectify when we find something and make it better. And I believe that's from all of that we're seeing this kind of a event come together, where people from all over the world coming together, sharing their experience, and just that feeling of joy just to see so many people talk about contributing to an open source project. So thank you so much. It has really been my pleasure hosting this last session and the last 2 days of this SODACON.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Anvit.
Thank you.
Okay, but then don't sign off just yet. Don't sign off just yet. I still have some vouchers to give away. Unfortunately, panelists, you are not going to be eligible today. And I just saw Shivai and Rahul go, oh no, what is happening? But yes, all those who are in the attendance. Okay, I'm just going to give away a few. Now let's see. Let's start off with a very simple question. I'm going to put the question in the Q&A box, okay? And I want you to answer in the chat, as discussed before. I'm going to show the question on screen, and the first person to answer in the chat the correct answer will win an Amazon voucher worth $100. Remember, you should not be a SODA employee or a SODA partner to get this. Please let the attendees answer and attempt. All right. So here is the question: what is the tagline of SODACON 2021? Very simple. Chat. Let's see in chat. Who's got the fastest fingers here now? What is the tagline of SODACON 2021? If you registered, you've seen this. If you've listened to me over the 2 days, no, Suman, that's not it. Come on. You can just go to the website, no tagline. Oh, okay. Let's see who's got fastest fingers. All right, I'm going to give it to Priyanshu just because he was faster. Rohit, you've already won once, so you are not eligible for this. But Priyanshu Singh, congratulations. Data and storage matters. You need to be fast either at getting the right answer or copying the right answer. But anyway, congratulations, Priyanshu. You won yourself a voucher worth $100. Will be just share your email ID with us on message, and I'm going to share. Like I said, use the chat. I am not looking at the Q&A. Use the chat. All right. So I got another question. This is going to be a little more tricky. When I say tricky, I mean to say it's going to be something which you need to know a little bit more about the SODA Foundation. So, question on your screens. I want the answer in the chat window. What is the name of the first SODA release? What is the name of the first SODA release? Let me clarify. Wordings are important. The first SODA release. I can see Shivayan probably just going, oh, I know this. I should have been an audience member today. What is the name of the first SODA release? Just to help you, no, that's not the right answer. Just to help you out, if you've been paying attention to the chat, I had shared something a little bit earlier. Like I said, you need to pay attention to the sessions. Aruba is an OpenSKS release. As I mentioned, SODA partners, SODA contributors. No, not Samiran. Samiran, that's not the answer. You know what? Abhishek, you've already won something. Sanil, are you there? Is Sanil session? Oh, it's not in the session. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm just going to give it out to Jasmeet Singh Vedi. That is the right answer, Elba, because I think Jasmeet also joined SODA recently, so he qualifies. So congratulations, Jasmeet, you won yourself, because that is the right answer. Elba is the right answer. Elba was the first SODA release. All right then, with that, let me mark that as answered. Do you want any more vouchers? Do you want any more vouchers? Let me see the chat. Oh, I see a lot of thumbs up, thumbs up. If you want any more vouchers, thumbs up. Let me see those thumbs. All right, people want vouchers. I have vouchers. I am giving vouchers. Okay. So I have a question, which is from, okay, again, I'll be asking the question, but you have to answer in chat. What are the new features in SODA multi-cloud announced in the Jerba release? What are the new features in SODA multi-cloud? Cloud says Omkar Galande. Yeah, I'm talking about the SODA multi-cloud. There is a new feature which we've launched, and there was a demo on it yesterday. No, it's not right. It's not cloud security. All you need to do, I'm going to give you it's going to be a treasure hunt. Head on to the Jerba release link, which I've shared in the chat above. Check out the release notes and let me know what is that we've added in multi-cloud. So basically what I'm trying to get you to do here is check out our Java release. We've recently launched Soda Java v1.4.0. There are a lot of new features that we have shared, and we would like you to test it out. Let me see who can read. Somebody just copy pasted the whole thing. But that's just going to help out somebody else. If you've already won, you don't get another. You should have known that by now. People are just copy pasting. I don't know what it is. I cannot read all of this. I want you to give me the one feature for multi-cloud that we've announced. No, that's not it. HA support was in Isabella, not in Java. Plugin play is not CSI. All right. Okay. Rohit Prakash, have you won anything before? Do we have Rohit Prakash anywhere before? No, it was Rohit Sekar. So congratulations, Rohit Prakash. Amit Roshan, you're trying to win yourself something? Rohit Prakash, congratulations. You won yourself an Amazon voucher worth $100. It is, in fact, storage service plans. You can check it out. Follow the documentation. There is a user guide in the documentation for setting up the storage service plan. Good attempt, Priyanshu and Jennifer. Just copy everything and throw it, see what sticks. But I have been doing this for a while now. And there are certain rules which I follow, and one of them is you need to give me the right answer. So, Rohit Prakash, congratulations. With that, ladies, gentlemen, and others, it has been my great pleasure hosting SODACON 2021, the flagship event for Soda Foundation. Over 2 days, 5 different tracks in 3 different languages. We've had a lot of attendees from all over the globe. We've had speakers from over 80 organizations, and we've had people in chat, we've had people on social media, and we've had people all over the globe talking about this. Let us all spread the good word of the open source world and of the Soda Foundation and take it forward. This is me, Anvit KS, signing off from SODACON 2021. See you in the next event.